I'm a designer. I design things. Do you want a free logo? Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Paterson, and welcome back to a new video. We've got a really different kind of video for you today. That is right, you're seeing me ask a random European coffee shop if they would like a free logo designed. ASUS took me and Yomi a couple days ago to Zagreb, Croatia with me and a bunch of other guys who make content online, and the challenge was to see if I could go and ask a random shop in the city of Zagreb if they would like me to design their logo for them. The basic idea was I had to basically design them a logo whilst I was over there, but it turned into so much more than what I expected it to. So I sort of vlogged my way around this, and you can sort of get what I was doing when I was there. This whole video is sponsored by ASUS, and I just want to thank them for this amazing opportunity. ASUS have a new ZenBook Duo laptop which is designed for creatives in mind. It features two screens. One of them is a touch screen with loads of things you can do on it, and my favorite thing, drawing. So you'll see in this video how I actually used it for drawing this logo and mocking it up. Without any further ado, let me show you what I did in Zagreb. We are in Zagreb right now. We're with ASUS. We're doing something a bit different today. It is the morning right now, and we're outside of the cool hotel. I'll show you some B-roll shots of the hotel. An amazing design, really flashy, really nice. What we're doing today is we've got a challenge to go into some of the sort of shops inside of Zagreb, and I'm going to ask someone if they want a logo design. So I'm going to get work. Obviously I'm going to do it for free, but then I'm going to design a logo in their shop on this new laptop, and I'm going to show you how you can do it really easy. We're just waiting for our Uber right now, so once we get into the Uber and get there, I'll pick it back up.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and
we made it into Zagreb. We're going to go and see if the coffee shop down here will actually let us design a new logo for them. I think the name of it will be entertaining, so we'll go and have a look. Cheers, Pashako. Thank you. Hi, I'm a designer. I design things. Do you want a free logo? I can show you, it's easier if I show you.
What do you do with it? With this logo?
You can have it, you can have the logo, but we make videos online, and I can draw for you if you want, like chalkboard, whatever you want on the chalkboard, or I can make you a logo or a design that you can have. And I can send it to you and use. So we're in the coffee shop, and we're actually designing a fake logo. Not a real one, but I thought I'd come in and ask a coffee shop if they would like me to do some design. But not only that, we're doing the hand lettering on one of these chalkboards, which is something that I like. Before I do any hand lettering or anything like that, I always like to draw it out. So we're using the ASUS ZenBook Duo. This has got two screens on it. So I'm going to be drawing with the stylus that comes with it on the screen directly in Photoshop, and this is just so I can draft it out. I'm then going to shove it on to the chalkboard down here. Then after that we'll go ahead and vectorize it right in the ASUS ZenBook Duo. So get ready for a cool cinematic sequence.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a thinker, but I'm just a singer, all busy and pretty, just making believe. Boy, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling down to obscurity, don't let me ever be.
We're outside now, and I'm going to actually show you the way of taking your digital idea and putting it in real life. And this is a really cool way of showing people your work out on the streets, especially if you live in a city like Zagreb in Europe. So the point of what I'm doing here is I'm marking up my composition without using too many lines. So I'm just using dots because you can get rid of them a lot easy. So the way it's going to go is from the composition that was the worst coffee in town. And I need that to sort of separate all the way through. The main thing is consistency, and chalk, you can always get rid of it and start again. But I'm going to show you how I do it in a one-er through this. So the first thing again is I'm going to the worst coffee. I need to like create some dots instead of line parallel to this like this. And I want it to sort of fill up the whole composition. It doesn't have to be perfect at all because it's like a rustic place. So that's how you grid it up, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to spend some time blessing this guy with a really cool chalk wall. Let's do it. So like with any fun project, there are things that go wrong. And with this lettering one, things did go a bit wrong. Quite funny though actually, because the chalk marker is massive. We went to go and find a chalk marker, we couldn't find the shops. It says on Google Maps and we went to go look for them. The shops didn't have any chalk markers when we went past them, couldn't find any, so we were stuck with this massive chisel marker, which means that I can't see where I'm going. And not only that, it's a really cheap marker, so what happens is it pulls the chalk off the board, which isn't the most ideal situation. So we're just trying to make it look better now, and hopefully we can like spruce it up and make it look really nice for them. We'll see how it goes. Pretty cool, right? I literally just went into Zagreb and Naomi researched a coffee shop that was called The Worst Coffee in Town, and that instantly piqued my interest. Again, we just went and we thought we would just ask them, but there was a problem. There was a language barrier. Hardly anyone in that shop knew English. There was one saving grace. One of them did know English and was able to sort of translate for us, which is what you heard at the start of the video. When I was designing the logo, it was very rough because we didn't have much time, but also because they wanted me to do their chalkboards for them. And then when the owner actually came out to see us whilst we were doing the chalkboard, they really wanted me to design the window and do a bit on the window for them. And the interesting part about that was that the actual owner of the coffee shop was a Croatian designer and quite a well-known one in the city of Zagreb. So that was really interesting to get to talk to him and to show him my work and to basically bless them with some free work. Okay, so for any of you guys who want to know about the new laptop and the reason why this video was made, here you go. This new laptop is called the ZenBook Duo and it is designed for creatives in mind. Now, the craziest thing about this laptop is that you can use it as a drawing tablet as well as a computer. So that instantly piqued my interest because it has a proper keyboard, so one that you can really type on. It has a really nice display, really high resolution display with Pantone color accuracy. It was just the right size. It was like a good form factor, and I could draw on Photoshop, native Photoshop, on the laptop. So as you saw in the video, I was actually mocking up the logo. I was just sketching my ideas directly on the ScreenPad Plus on the ZenBook Duo, and it was working like an absolute treat. If anyone's ever worked on a screen tablet, this is basically the same thing. I was doing it directly on my laptop with a lot of ease. When I was actually showing the post on Instagram of this event with the laptop, you guys were expressing concern as to hitting the keyboard or pushing commands on the keyboard whilst I was drawing, but Asus thought about this, and you can actually take off all keyboard control when you're doing it through the ScreenPad Plus. All in all, the ZenBook Duo is an amazing piece of kit. It's powerful enough for me to use on the go, and it's simple enough to get the idea of. It didn't take any time really to start drawing on it. Just download Adobe Photoshop and you start drawing. It's amazing for people like me who are designers who maybe just need the form factor of traveling around in a city and doing work with the ability to do digital illustration. And not only that, I'm going to be showing you in the next video, which comes out in a week's time, kind of like part 2, how to vectorize your logos through Illustrator on this laptop, because it's a really interesting and unique workflow that is a lot more ergonomic and let's just say a lot more fun. So here's a little video of me unboxing the ZenBook Duo just so you get a glimpse as to the beauty of this product. You unbox it and everything is well in place, and you can also see that there are two screens on there. When you're playing with these two screens, there's a few features that you can use. The great thing about them is that they could be extra monitors, so you can actually extend the view, or you can make them into little monitors, so you can actually bring windows down, and you can bring 3 windows down, and you could be working on a project whilst having a reference image on either screens, or you could have Spotify or another music player app going at the same time. Basically, having the extra screen is no gimmick. It actually works great for productivity, especially for illustrators, and especially for those who are doing work on the computer whilst reading something at the same time. I always find myself putting a YouTube video in there and then doing some work on the main screen. It has all the peripheral ports as well. It's got USB-C, normal USB. The power port is really good and it works really well. And can I just say, this laptop isn't tiny, but it is really mobile, like surprisingly so. It doesn't feel like anything in my backpack while I'm riding around Croatia. It runs all the Adobe apps and creative software with ease. There's no real lag on the laptop and it works super well. And having that keyboard functionality in there so you can do proper design work on it as well as digital drawing is it is great. The stylus for the ZenBook Duo as well works super well. It's just like any other stylus. It's got a good format on it. It's got 2 buttons on there for right click and erase, so it's really nice on Photoshop just to be able to quickly hold that button down and erase whatever you need to. So I bet some of you are wondering who this laptop is for. Well, it is for designers or people who work remotely, people who go out and basically work wherever they want. And the great thing about this is it's just one piece of kit that you can use to edit video, to draw, to animate, to sketch, to vectorize, to create all the projects that you need. It increases your productivity time like crazy. You can see here on the video that I'm showing you that I can easily bring in multiple apps onto my screens which give me control, and it's fully touch controlled as well. You can actually press it on the screen, really handy. But then not only that, you can extend the display, so if you want an extra display on the bottom for whatever you're reading, or if you just want to control what you're doing on the internet through that little display for the touch display, you can do it. I'm going to put all of the specs and the features down in the description below, but it's got an i7 processor, so it's pretty well handling all of my creative output, and it will handle all of your creative output needs. And it also has these task managing buttons. So if you have like Photoshop up on one screen, and then let's say, you know, you got the File Explorer or Spotify or Photoshop or Illustrator or whatever you want, you can put these all together on the screen like you want it, and then you can create a task group. And what this does is whenever you click on that task group, it's going to then open up all of those apps exactly where they were on the screen, so you can instantly make whatever you need and get to all of those sort of screen positionings and get all your apps in that one place that you need without fumbling around with it. And you can do that with a few different apps as well. It is really good to have. So if you would like any more information about Asus or the laptop that I used in this project to create that free logo, then click that link down below. It's an amazing piece of kit. It's called the Asus ZenBook Duo, and you won't regret trying it out and getting it, because it really does enhance the way that you can work. Anything that gives you another input method directly into a computer is obviously going to enhance your workflow. If you enjoyed this video, then please press that red subscribe button down below, because next week I'm going to be uploading another part to this video where I'm going to be showing you how I vectorized and basically refined this logo that I made. All I've done so far is basically design a really quick sketch with this and then put it on to a mock-up, and then I went ahead and basically drew it onto a chalkboard. But next week I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to take that logo inside of the ZenBook Duo and make it vectorized, and we're going to put like really nice effects on it and make the actual logo more functional and better. And then I'm going to send it to the client and he's going to love it. Oh, and for any of those that you're going to ask in the comments, it wasn't the worst coffee in town. It was pretty good. We weren't even in a town. So if you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you didn't like it, press the dislike button twice, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you soon. Goodbye.